Hello, everyone. It's really great to see you all tonight. Love that everyone came and visited, and good to the last drop, the last person. We're all important that we're here tonight. My name is Debbie Corder, and I will be hosting along with Carolyn and Sandy and Terry. We're here to talk about family health and how all of us can take control of our own future. Did you know that March is National Nutrition Month? And all of us here are all about the best nutrition possible. We're not asking you tonight to buy anything or sign up for anything. We're just going to share some information and share some stories. And we hope that you can relax and have fun and enjoy. And again, just thanks so much for taking your time out and coming to be with us. So let me ask you a question. Would you all agree that it's very difficult to be healthy in today's world? It can be really challenging. Yes, we all want to look good, we want to feel good, and we want to live a long life. We try to say that having that long life, live long and die short. We try to make this happen, but it's not always easy, is it? We like to think of ourselves in this group as members of a healthy living revolution. And along with thousands of others, we're part of a unique community where we are all taking control of our health in ways that are simple, ways that are doable, and fun. Without fun, we wouldn't be here. The goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is really to empower people we care about to make positive changes in their health journeys and to get the best possible health that we can. We offer several options to people to help do this: free resources, nutritional support, and a great organization that makes it all possible. In the Healthy Living Revolution team has created a selection of great resources for families, like a great cookbook filled with clean and easy recipes, short webinars on trending health topics like one you'll see later on in the conversation, a home fitness series, and our Start Strong program. And that one is a program that's designed to raise up a generation of active, healthy children that have positive body images and good nutritional habits. And those positive body images, that's kind of tough these days with all the advertising that they see on TV. The person who invited you to our call tonight can help you connect to that Healthy Living Revolution website where you can access all of these great resources. Nutrition is the foundation for our good health. Did you know that we need to flood our bodies with a wide variety, actually a rainbow, of 9 to 13 servings of raw fruits, vegetables, and berries every day? Every day. They're not just good for you, they're so good for you that they can save your life. So you didn't know there was going to be a test tonight, but here it is. Think for a moment. How many days in the past week did you eat consistently 9 to 13 servings of fruits, vegetables, and berries? I'm not going to make you answer, but I know it's hard. Most of us have trouble with this, and even the best eaters need some help. And that's why we are so thankful for the nutritional support of something that we call Juice Plus. And Terry's going to give you a little more information about our products, and then we're going to get into some product stories. Terry?
Great. Thanks, Debbie. Trying to move things around here. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus is over 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's non-GMO, and it's certified to be pure. I like to call it a salad bar in a capsule. And some people ask, how do they get all of that whole food into a capsule? Well, what's the process? So first, all the fruits, vegetables, and berries are completely vine-ripened and picked at peak ripeness. And that's important because when you go to the grocery store and get an apple, for example, that's probably been picked from the tree before it was ripe and has traveled miles and miles and miles, and nutrition is diminishing as it's sitting on the in the grocery store. So they're vine ripened, they're picked at peak ripeness, then they're ground up, which is better than simply juicing because they use the entire whole food. They use the peels, the leaves, and the seeds whenever possible, which provides that extra nutrition. Take, for example, an orange. 80% of the vitamin C in an orange is found in the orange peel. Now, I don't eat orange peels. I don't think many people do. Maybe a little orange zest, but not enough to be getting all that vitamin C. So the mixture is then slowly dried at low temperatures, which preserves the live nutrients, and then it's put into capsules or chewables. What I'm going to do now, if I can be successful, is share my screen and show you a brief video on how they make Juice Plus. So bear with me just for 1 second. Hopefully everybody can see my screen.
Not seeing the screen yet.
You don't see it?
The fact
Hold on.
that we actually grow a lot of these products.
You didn't see it? Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
Factory, we can preserve the freshness. They can be harvested and processed within just a couple hours of when they come out of the field, as opposed to maybe some of the produce you might buy in the store where it has to go through trucking and shipping and a lot of different steps to be available to you. These processes that we do are done just within a few hours when the product's harvested. From the farm through our plant, the fresh product actually only takes about 6 hours. When the product arrives at our farm processing plant, the product is tumbled, washed, and cleaned. The clean product is then laid out over the processing belt and slowly moved through sub-zero air. When we're doing that, we're able to freeze the product and preserve all the freshness of the product just as if it was from the field. The sooner you can lower the temperature and control the temperature, the more you can lock in the nutrients. When Juice Plus is looking for nutritional quality, color is very important. Most people associate a dark red cranberry as a sign of the ripeness of that fruit. Freshness is very important. There's a very short amount of time from when they're harvested to when they're frozen, locking in the freshness and nutrients. While we're producing the Juice Plus powders, they have very high standards for the purity of their powders, what can go into their powders. They also have tight controls over their supply lines. They know which farms it comes from, and they have a good control over that. Also, when the products are produced, they have certain steps throughout the process for safety and purity. My favorite part of working with Juice Plus is knowing that people are benefiting from what we're doing. We put a lot of work into how we grow our ingredients and how we process them so that they're safe and high quality and nutritious. It's neat to see the results of that by seeing the customers that use them and seeing their lives improve from some of the healthy ingredients and produce that we process.
Okay. And I'm not muted. Perfect. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how they make Juice Plus, and we'll hear more about. He was saying how he enjoys hearing how customers benefit from this nutrition, and we're going to hear more about that in a minute. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what I really like about the product is that it's scientifically proven. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world, and right now we're up to over 35 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. So that's just such a wonderful thing to be able to, go to bed at night knowing that this has been proven time and time again to be effective. Juice Plus is a food. It's not a vitamin supplement, and as such, it has a nutrition label. So if you were to buy a vitamin C supplement in the store, you would see a supplement label. This has a nutrition label, which means that it's the same label that you would find if you went to the store and bought a bag of frozen broccoli. So the government considers Juice Plus food. There's no warning label on it. Safe for people of all ages, pregnant, nursing mothers, children, elderly, and even professional athletes. We have a protein shake product, which is called Juice Plus Complete. This is a vegan, gluten-free, high-fiber, whole food shake that has a low glycemic load, which is wonderful for diabetics, and well, for everybody, but for diabetics. It's great as a quick breakfast, a post-workout recovery, or a healthy snack, and it comes in chocolate and vanilla. We also have a new product, which we're all very excited about, which is a vegan plant-based omega blend. And, the person that invited you can tell you more about this, but basically, rather than using fish oil for omega source, company went right to the source, which is algae, and then some other whole food oils. So it's has like a nice citrusy flavor. It's not fishy. We also have complete bars, which is like a granola bar, and then a tower garden, which is a way that you can grow your own produce with minimal space and water and soil. So there's the tower garden, and then we have a 10-day jumpstart program called the Shred 10, and if that's something that you may be interested in, the person that invited you can give you a little bit more about that. So we talked about stories. I want to briefly tell you my story, and then we'll hear from a couple other people. I learned about Juice Plus about probably about 20 months ago now, when I was at a convention for my son with special needs, actually from Carolyn and another friend who both also have children with Williams syndrome. And what really intrigued us was learning that Juice Plus could help with digestion and regularity. And my son, who is 16 now, had been on Miralax for I don't even know how many years. I mean, every day of his life, he had to take Miralax in order to function regularly. And fast forward about 4 months into taking Juice Plus, he did not need Miralax anymore. I haven't given him Miralax in, well over a year, and he's able to just have a regular day, which is just so important. And then for me specifically, I just recently went for my physical and got some great news that I'm no longer borderline anemic. I used to take iron supplements. Haven't done that in over a year, and my numbers came out just perfect. And then triglycerides also. Cholesterol has never been a problem for me, but triglycerides, I was looking from 1 year to the next and saw an amazing decrease. So the doctor always says, "Oh, wow, this must be because of the Juice Plus you're taking," because I had told her about it last year. So we love it, our whole family. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Sandy, who is going to tell us another wonderful story. And you have to unmute yourself, Sandy.
I have to unmute. There we go. Okay. So our story started when my son was on the ketogenic diet for seizure control. And it's a wacky diet that gets hardly any fruits and vegetables. And I knew that those little half a Centrum tablets that he was taking just were not cutting it. But there was no other way to get this nutrition into him. What are we going to do? His meals were, by weight, 90% of his calories were coming from fat. So he was not able to get nutrients. And we came across this Juice Plus. There was a presentation at his school. And so I said, well, this fits into his diet. And we started giving it to him. And I'm a really skeptical person. I just don't believe everything out there, And so for a few weeks, I was like, couldn't be. But we started seeing the most incredible changes in him. It was like the light just started coming on in his brain, and he was learning more. He could understand things that he could not understand at all before. He started actually being able to do math, and he couldn't do that before. So the more time went on, we could see those results with him, and it was just amazing. So fast forward a little bit, we weaned him off of a medication that he had been on for over 5 years. And if you know anything about seizure meds, you know that even if you don't need that medication for seizure control, when you wean off of it, your brain being used to that, you still often have seizures, and he had none. He had no breakthrough seizures. Since that time, he has had 4 clean EEGs. We had a neurologist flunk the results of an EEG down in front of us and said, you just don't clean up an EEG like that. And so he was saying he will never have a normal, and he's had 4. And so, we just decided if it's going to do this kind of healing in a child with brain damage, it's also going to do that kind of healing in the rest of our bodies. So I called the one who told us about it, which happened to be Carolyn here. And I said, is there a way I can get this at a better price? Because I'd really like to put my whole family on it. And she said, well, let's meet together. So we met, And during that time, she could not believe the change that she saw in Joey. It was amazing. She said, oh my gosh, I knew it would make a difference, but I didn't know it would be this fast and this big. I just want to cry. And it was enormous. It was like a different person. He was like a different kid. So the light was back on and we had our son back. So she told me about the marketing plan. And I said, well, I'm going to have to go home and ask my husband. She said, that's fine. So I asked him and he said, I think you should do it. I said, you do? Mind you, I have 5 kids. I'm homeschooling. One of them has special needs. Another one has learning disabilities. I didn't need another job, right? I didn't need another thing to do. But he said, yeah, I think you should do it. He said, if something works, you tell everybody. You may as well get paid for it. And I went, oh, you're right. So I did. And the more I looked into the product and the research that they have, you guys, it's incredible. There is no nutritional product out there that has this kind of research. It's amazing. So look it up. Ask the person who invited you to this call about this research if you're at all interested, because it's amazing. And so I looked at the research, but I also looked at the company. And what I found was that it's an amazing company that you just don't find companies like this, just like you don't find products like this. It is a community. This company is a community of people who their whole mission is to inspire healthy living. And that's in every way, not only Juice Plus. The reps encourage healthy living in every area for all of their people. That's why they work this way. That's why they have reps like this. But it is a community of people trying to help people make changes for their health. And it's a mission-driven company. This company is nearly 50 years old. It was formed in 1970 by Jay Martin, and he is still the CEO and president. So it's got very solid leadership. It's sold in more than 22 countries. So this is not just a little fly-by-night thing. Juice Plus is a long-lasting, solid product. The Juice Plus product is 25 years old, and this product's here to stay. This isn't going anywhere. It offers hope to people. The company, the product, and the business. It's something that offers great hope to people. So it's a multi-billion-dollar company. And Carolyn can tell you a little bit more about the marketing plan and what happens when you are at the top of the company, because other companies don't operate like this either. And they also are a company who they're incredible at giving back. They are the top sponsor of the St. Jude's Marathon. They have raised millions of dollars for St. Jude's, and there are a lot of other charitable things that they give to. So it's a company that has a heart and gives back to people. So Children's Health, St. Jude's Marathon, Boys and Girls Clubs. They want to put tower gardens in Boys and Girls Clubs all over the United States. Volunteers of America. They're providing meals for people who need them. It's amazing. So anyway, Carolyn can probably tell you more about that too. And I will introduce her, Carolyn Russ.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'm thrilled. This is so much fun for me to hear all these incredible stories, and just an honor to know that I had a small piece in that, because I was, willing to share what had come our way with other people. And I think, when you have a child with a disability, there are a lot of people that help you along the way, and you're incredibly grateful. And so the next thing you want to do is pay it forward. And so that's kind of what happened for me. I always say that I'm so grateful for Rebecca in my life. There are 3 moms on this call who have kids with Williams syndrome. So there is a bond there. And all of us probably and Sandy has a child who had a disability. And the bond is that we had to learn to dig deep and find answers. And so Rebecca taught me how to do that. And then it was my turn. And so 12 years ago, I learned about Juice Plus when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And my oncologist told me she wanted me to eat 10 to 13 fresh raw fruits and vegetables every day. And I showed her my little bottles of Juice Plus. I didn't know anything. And she said, oh, that'll be great. It'll fill in the nutritional gap for you. So, Juice Plus was my hope. It was my hope in a capsule. And I needed a community to learn how to eat better and take better care of myself, because taking care of myself was not at the top of my list. I always took care of everybody else, and I never took care of me. And so as time went on and I got healthier, people started asking me what I was doing. And I wasn't looking for a business. In fact, I was pretty adamant that I wasn't interested in anything about this. But I had that hope for healing, and I found that hope in a capsule, if you can believe that. And so it's more than that, because every day now I get to get up and make a difference in somebody's life. And I got my health back, thankfully, but I got so much more. I got a place to live my life out, and to be able to make a difference in the world and hopefully leave a legacy. My husband, Rick, was a sole provider for our family. He traveled a lot, and I knew I couldn't go back to teaching, and I really didn't have any plans once I got through the whole chemo thing. And so when I first learned about Juice Plus, I said, well, okay, I want my whole family on this. Can you get a better price if you buy a lot of it? And happily, the answer was yes. So I registered with the company, and really just to do that, I became my own customer. Friends started asking me about it, and then it was Rick who actually took a closer look at the marketing plan, and he said, Carolyn, you have a giver's heart. You've never been paid for all the things that you have done to help other people, and this is such a, like Sandy said, such an amazing company. I think you would do really well at this because you have such a heart for people. And the idea that I could actually contribute to our finances after having been a complete dependent for however many years, and have a passion and a purpose and wake up every day with the opportunity to help somebody, that was like crazy for me. And that I could retire into something instead of out of something, that was beyond my wildest dreams. And the thing that probably really attracted us, if I'm really totally honest, is we had a lot of health issues and a lot of insurance needs. And we were trying to figure out how Rick would ever retire. And so and nobody has to do this, but if somebody wants to, anybody can. And at the highest leadership position in the company, you get a full healthcare benefit package. So I went to my first conference probably 10 years ago, and I saw these people, women standing on stage telling their story. And I thought, gosh, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could help some people too. So that's how I got here. And any of us are glad to share more about that with anybody that's on the call. I thought I was healthy I ate healthy because I didn't eat bologna on white bread. And that was not the whole picture. Nobody had told me how important it was to flood my body with fruits and vegetables. And this is a place where I can learn how to do that better. So I just want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. I hope that we've provided you some valuable information that was encouraging and helpful to you. And I hope that this has kind of been fun to hear other people's stories. And I'm not sure where I am on this thing. I'm supposed to be up here. Wait a minute, hang on. So you can actually see who I am there. All I'm seeing is Sandy. I don't know why. No, well, Sandy's who's on the screen, but Sandy's not who's talking, but that's okay. Because you don't have to be perfect to do this. So what I can tell you is a lot of people have a lot of different thoughts when we get to this point of closing up the evening. And some people will go, gosh, that's pretty cool stuff. That's amazing. What are those free resources? I want to know about that. Or maybe you're going, I'd like to make my life easier and get rid of the mommy guilt and just add Juice Plus to our family's daily health routine. And the cost of that's between $2 and $3 a day. And if you have a child on the Children's Health Study, which gives them free Juice Plus, it's even less because a child can have Juice Plus free for up to 4 years. I don't know if we said that before or not. And it's just simple and it's convenient and it's affordable. So the other thing is, as you listen tonight, maybe you were excited about what you heard and you're thinking, gosh, this is kind of like when I'm at church listening to the sermon and I wish so-and-so were sitting here next to me. I wish so-and-so, my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister could hear about this. So we love to help people. We love to help people change their stories. That's a privilege for us. It's a mission. And when I started taking Juice Plus, I just wanted my whole family to get it. And I wanted to find a way to diffuse the cost or pay for it. And so I would be remiss if I don't tell you that there is a way to do that. And any of us would be glad to share that with you. Juice Plus was my hope in a capsule for healing. And I was just grateful to be able to help pay for our product and take what we need. And so what I've seen over the years is amazing changes in people's health. I've seen parents gain financial peace of mind that they can choose mom and dad care instead of daycare if they want, or hardworking professionals just have a little more choice to do what they want to do in life. College kids, they're fun. They can do this and not have to flip burgers. And then there's empty nesters who can increase their retirement and have a little more to be able to enjoy their life and give to future generations. So we would invite you to be whatever part of the Juice Plus family you like. There's lots of possibilities to plug into. We do have a Facebook page. It's called Vitality for a Lifetime. We try to have fun in there too. We can add you to that page and you can learn more recipes and different kinds of things that you can eat and do. And so when we're done, whoever invited you to this call can get with you and send you the Healthy Living Revolution website. That's the free stuff. And I just appreciate all of you. And I'm going to turn off the recording. And then if anybody has a question,